Right back to him on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
81.
On second down, here's Wentz. And that is incomplete here.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Wentz to throw. Going long here for Wallace. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And give him a gain of 37.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
That's over the middle. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 10 more there and another first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
They'll give it to him up the middle. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is third and goal.
Lion.
Shotgun now for Wentz. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. And his kick is right through. Elliott now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On second down, here's Trubisky. Looking deep for Gabriel. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. On first down, Scott spins away, and he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Great. Go. Waiting.
Wentz to throw on second down. Ertz has it left side. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll run on first down. Scott. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Boston Scott taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They don't have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A Chicago first down. The former Jag, Allen Robinson, on the catch from Trubisky. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Here's Trubisky. He's going to fire one deep, middle, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Now Scott, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
There we go. Back. 120.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Great 15. Great 15. 81.
To throw, it's Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
He got it there.
Go. 81. Black.
To throw is Wentz. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep. He's got it at the 15. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
Great. There we go. Back. 180. 81.
Into the red zone. Wentz eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Black. Come on.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field, and some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores, a 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Fletcher Cox with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Trubisky to throw. He finds Robinson. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. Eagle pressure, too much this.
Money back. Money back. Money back. Make it like a money back. Money back. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday. That's just what I say. I say, babe, it's. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce. Looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me. And I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Look. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids. And they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. He said you look like this. He makes sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? Gonna look on my snap. I take a man and I won't give him back. I just walk into the booth and attack. I hit this guy in the roof will collapse. I've been broke my whole life. I have no clue what to do with these racks. Every lay, waist snatch, back, straight back. Got lips like Angelina, belly truck tangerine. Jumping on my, that's why they call it trampoline. Back on Monday, throw Rocky Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I say, babe, it's a, he said it's a, them pretty, you look like Beyonce. Looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me. And I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back, woo. Money back, money back, money back. And my with me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids. And they gang, so don't be talking sideways. Salty, they sodium, they jelly, petroleum. Always talking in the background, don't never come to the podium. Chef Cardi B.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, fly, Eagles, fly, as they get ready to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Michael Bennett's versatility, being able to play any position along the defensive front, allows him to make those types of plays. He finds good matchups and gets into the offensive backfield.
And there it works for a tackle for loss. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the backs sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle was made by Michael Bennett. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Corey Graham brings him down. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. His throw incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, and that'll bring up second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, that forced the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
He's got a man. It's Williams. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, 28 yards. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Butker now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll run with Scott. Oh, good footwork on the spin. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
81, 81. Run.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Allen Bailey in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They do go for it. It's Wentz going for the deep ball. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, 81 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So it was 4th down. They go deep to try to pick up the first. They pick up more than that. They pick up a score.
I'm not even sure the analytics guys would think that was a good gamble. 4th down there going for it. But they pressed the issue. And not only did they complete the pass downfield, how about the run after catch that ends up culminating in a touchdown? That's a huge play.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20. Down at the 22-yard line. And out come the Chiefs now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop it before you get a good head of steam going.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. It's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Offensively, when you... guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now. On first down, Scott, and he's going to get this one down to the 30. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally. And
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Allen Bailey in there to get him for his second sack of the night. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you get 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Trying to lay one up deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Eric Murray that time there to knock it away.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there. Wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
A gain of 3, second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Nigel Bradham in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he's gonna go down again.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. And now running right through it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Lion. 82, 82.
Now Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D. Ford coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
So what's the word I'm looking for here about how this drive just started?
Disjointed?
I'll go with that one. I mean, think about it. First down, took a bad loss on a running play. Take the sack on second down. Now they got to come up with something big here on third.
And he's got the veteran here. It's Mike Wallace. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to look deep for Watkins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Watkins, the intended receiver. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On second down, here's Wentz. Flushed out right. Wide open receiver complete. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 42 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run on first down. Scott. Look at the spin. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Boston Scott, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Elliott good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Elliott now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive? Or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Mahomes now to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks.